something.
Yeah, yeah. Can't fake the funk, baby. Virginia, Blinds. Feels so soulful, man. Yeah, yeah. Take me back, baby. Move, come on, come on. Move, yeah, yeah. Move, go, hey, come on, move. Cut a rug with a cuddle bug, huddled up, round looking for another. Run amok like a puddle jump, shake it loose. Mama say no, gotta break the rules. Take a cut, make it move, never do our waiting cues. Danger rules, she's the epitome of stage, but the blatant use.
You can't fake the truth, can't stay in one place, so it's made to move. Papa was a place on way too smooth. Got the shark skin suit with the snake skin boots.
You can't fake the truth, can't stay in one place, I was made to move. Papa was a player, so I'm way too smooth. Got the shark skin suit with the snake skin boots. Tell 'em, everybody move. Tell 'em, make that body move. Tell 'em, yeah, yeah, got the shark skin suit with the snake skin boots. Ooh, way she move, cut a vibe like a parking ride. Every time I walk inside, I act alive, pantomime. You know I handle mine, so you got an extra grind, cause you tend to blow it like a dandelion. Out to the rooster squawking, hey, the new keep talking all that. So vocal, waving at me, you so coastal. Let's hang in your room like posters.
You can't fake the truth, can't stay in one place, so it's made to move. Papa was a place on way too smooth. Got the shark skin suit with the snake skin boots. I was made to move. Come on, move. Said I was made to move. I was made to move. Said I was made to move.
Come on, shit. Allow me to address a few things. You can't cage this bird, baby. Nah, nah, nah. You'll never clip my wings. Move. Everybody move.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This is a stunning arena. It's the Allianz Parque, the facade, absolutely distinctive, a place out on its own. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Maguire. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Thiago battles to win it back. McTominay. Just brushed off the ball there. Here it comes. Bruno Fernandes! Lewandowski. And here's Martial. Lewandowski. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Fred. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Coleman is onto it and can take it up. Tries a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Boateng cuts it out. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. Martial. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, that's a waste. Shaw. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Lindelof. Coleman gets it back. It's a loose ball. Done very well to intervene. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Greenwood. He's picked him out. Conqueror. Fred with the foul. Away from immediate danger. It's Lewandowski! And it's Shaw. Has gone out. Gnabry goes looking. Lindelof does well there, alert. Wan-Bissaka. Manchester United keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Alaba goes back to base. Neuer sends that a long way. Not offside that time. Shaw. McTominay.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is...
He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Pavard. Gnabry. Chance to shoot! Pavard. Neuer. Greenwood. Just brushed off the ball there.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. You look back on the game then, Jim.
Manchester United can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all... So we're up and running. Wan-Bissaka hoists it forward. Martial crosses in a low, meets it first time! A great chance, it was a quality ball in.
Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? It was a cracking ball in, the way he drilled it across and kept it down too.
Well weighted. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That'll be a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And it's Shaw. Gnabry finds himself eased off the ball. Goretzka, and it's Gnabry. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Lewandowski! Goal! Bayern Munich! There is the breakthrough. Bayern Munich break the deadlock.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Lewandowski really drove at the heart of that defence. Incisive, quick, but not clinical.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Bayern Munich get it back again. Needed a better pass there, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Gets away from his opponents. He's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
that's a waste. Matic. Boateng drives it forward. Defending was strong and firm. And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Lewandowski. Coman. That is a crunching tackle. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half.
Müller with a shot! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. The message is clear, none shall pass. Greenwood. Keeper's got good distance on that. He's through, now is he in? It's got through to him. Caught offside that time. Maguire. Lindelof. What are you thinking?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Fred. And it's Shaw. It'll be a throw-in.
Manchester United showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, and that should have been two.
Müller really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Wan-Bissaka. The ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Manchester United have a simple task to...
He's had a go! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Fine stop from the keeper.
Well, that was hype.
So that's it. It is all over. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Let's go. Yeah.
me to your leader. There was no advice on how to ride this side of social media. I used to think the future was orange and slightly featured, until the day I found crazy homogenously featured. So press the control dash, remove the fuel cap, set the coordinates and destination. Dropping hints, I lock the prince before a clone could start commencing. Seems in all this evolution there's a loss of common sense, and the acceleration rate is in a
gas or just being conservative to stay on the wreck. And then they thought,
and there it is. One car goes sliding across the infield grass. William Byron, who won his qualifying race here on Thursday, and that will change everything.
certainly has changed it for that exalted 24.
Contact with Ricky Stenhouse puts William Byron into the inside wall and a hard hit.
He was in fourth position in front of Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
He'd like to drive it away, but he hasn't seen the front end of that.
Oh, that's definitely
rollback
getting their
material.
chances in any way of winning this Daytona 500.
So officially, it is the second caution flag of the Daytona 500. Watch the 47 of Stenhouse.
No, così.
It is a good start for Faust, but it's a good start for Backward on the inside as well, and Hansen. This is going to close down up onto turn one. Everybody fairly sensible. Genet tries to go around the outside. Hansen uses timber grip. He runs wide with Backward. Balmanis is going to go up the inside into P2. Balmanis gets collected by Faust from the rear. Faust has shut the door, I think, on Genet. So Hansen and Faust on the brakes down towards the end of the straight. Backward into the lead with Balmanis in P2.
Well, I'm not sure if Backward had a problem or not. Just a lot of brakes on the rear, but the car was snaking on the brakes. The two Peugeots held themselves up in turn one.
They did indeed. Hansen maybe a little bit hot on the way in, running out into the side of Genet. Anybody going to joke on that one? Davy Genet does. So Genet knows that he hasn't had a great first lap there. Going to give himself a little bit of air and try and get the hammer down. He was so fast here last year, Davy Genet. Would really like to make it through to the semis. Currently P6, he's in a strong position to do so. But the further up him, the better. And look at turn one, you want to be at the front of these grids.
You do, and look at the car.
You're right. It's the rear right. The rear right. There's a link broken on Andreas Backwards suspension. You can see it's got massive. The front of the wheel is turning in enormously. Is it loose or is it bent? Either way.
It's bending out. It's turning out. So you've got toe out on the right rear, which is snaking the guy. He's doing a brilliant job to stay in front, helped by the power of that Ford.
Balmanis into the Joker with Faust. Tim looking at the car as it comes by. I think it's moving either way. It's maybe they've lost one link, but that's a nightmare to drive. What a good job.
He's doing a brilliant job. Opposite effects in the high speed at the inside of Faust comes Genet.
Nicely done. Faust has been put back. I think Faust probably isn't going to go any further, Tim. He needed an absolute blinder here, didn't he? Oh, Backwards doing so well. He is wrestling that focus around. He's in with a chance of making it, of course, through in the championship fight. We know he's a bit of a long shot. This is more, everybody's a long shot compared to Ekstrom this weekend, but this is another indication of what can happen here at the Estering. Into the Joker lap goes Hansen. Backward with extra turn in on the last corner there, thanks to the rear wheel, Tim.
Unbelievable drive. He's doing brilliantly. It's really hard to drive the car in these conditions.
Timmy Hansen backs it in up the outside, inside of Balmanis. That was a fantastic piece of car control on the way up into the hairpin. Balmanis have to give best to him there. Absolutely brilliant by Timmy at his fantastic car control best there. Backward, goodness me.
And he's still got to Joker. Will that wheel really give him a problem in the Joker lap? It's a tight turn. He's going to need that handbrake more than ever. Oh, he clips the barrier twice. Front and rear damage now. Just the Joker to go.
Into the Joker lap for Backward. Will the car even last? As Tim said, he clipped the wall both sides. The rear wheel is hanging off that car, but Backward's going to come through. Backward! Unbelievable! Andreas Backward with a 2:43.1. I can't believe it. How has he done that? I cannot. I'm speechless.
One of the most incredible WRX races I've ever seen. Damage from the start and goes off the road at the end. He's hit the barrier twice. Look at the car crabbing down the road. Incredible.
That's one for the record books. 2:43.1. Unsurprisingly, isn't faster than Kevin Eriksson, but someone give that man a gold medal. Timmy Hansen in P2 from Balmanis, Genet and Faust. And you can see there, though, the damage done. So P6 for Backward. Where was he? He was P5 coming into this one. So he's going to be around the middle of the grids on the semi-finals. Balmanis, Genet and Mark Contimasiano, Faust in P14. That's not going to be enough to see him go through, but it's all about this last race with the World Championship leader, which is still to come. So we'll look and see if we can figure out where the damage was done, Tim. Up into turn one, not too much. Maybe the exit here, so he runs wide. Does he then come back?
There.
Yeah, so Faust hit Balmanis. Balmanis hit unavoidable, I think, racing incident.
Very much so, yeah. He was lucky the wheel stayed on, really, because it was getting worse and worse. And he went off after the line even, but a brilliant drive.
I was interested to see the extra turn-in that he got in some of the corners, but that was backward, because that was the extra turn, and he didn't want the rear wheel, unable to predict what it was going to do to the car. But an amazing drive, not super quick, but hats off Backward. That was a good one.
Andreas, I think I could safely say that was a hero drive. How did you do that?
Well, I did everything I could. This is pure rallycross. If you have a puncture, if you roll 3 times, you still need to carry to the finishing line, and you need to keep attacking. And it was so hard to drive around, and especially braking down the steep hill, going 180 k's an hour, just start braking. The car is going everywhere. So tricky. Hit the wall on the inside, flew up in the wall. I was just like so much adrenaline, just driving on pure craziness.
back flat out. Door in the wall. No way out of that one. Let's go standard lap contact. Backwards, two backwards into the Joker. That's Balmanis and the Ritter.
Semi-finals.
Sabo, Timozyanov, Nitish drops down to fourth. Sabo, go right, no, it's Timozyanov this time. That'll be partly track conditions. Gonom's got this easily. We're looking at the battle behind. Hansen, he had Timmer, and he got past. There's three cars still. Baccarat past all three. That car is absolutely crippled. It's right underneath the commentary box now. Gonna cross the timing loop. There it is. And you can hear it. Doran's gone backwards. No, Nitish around the outside. Gonna get P3 shot. Oh, massive. Over the curb. Tyre is off.
He nailed it in the semi. Now he's nailed it here.
Hansen up the inside. Hansen up the inside. The hairpin backwards into the wall. Oh, Hansen spins. He walked through Nitish on the long stops and on the gas. No. Rainis Nitish rolls in turn one. That is unbelievable luck. You couldn't write it. Disaster for Rainis Nitish with a roll in the first corner. On another one-off outing, his luck won't change either. Timozyanov leads from Balmanis.
I mean, what a disaster. These Q1 races have really given us a bit of action there, Bung.
Baccarat! Oh, massive contact! Timmy, I think that's way too hard for Andreas Baccarat, I have to say. Massive damage to the side of the Peugeot. The Peugeot is damaged, and he's crawling around. That was a huge hit from Andreas Baccarat. He's parked on the side of the road. I hope they're both okay. Timmy Hansen continues round in the Peugeot, but that was incredibly hard into the side of the car.
Are you all right? You look a little bit shaken.
Yeah, of course. That was my hardest impact in my life.
Yes, it's go. And Coulthard drags. Häkkinen gets away well. Look at Eddie Irvine coming up on the inside. Villeneuve goes up into second position. Schumacher is down into about sixth position. Bad start by the Ferrari. Great start by Eddie Irvine. Villeneuve. Look at Villeneuve. And into the wall. Who was that?
Coulthard in the wall.
David Coulthard into the wall. Will stop the race.
They'll have to red flag this.
Terrible. Look, this is quite appalling. This is the worst start for a Grand Prix that I have ever seen in the whole of my life.
Now watch it now, look, David Coulthard over on the your right of the picture, swings across and just lights up the rear wheels, had a big frontal impact into the wall anyway. And now the real action starts. David goes over to the other side, and then in the middle somebody's braking. Eddie Irvine gets caught up in the Benetton, and they just keep smashing into each other. Look at Salo's car, his second big accident of the weekend, and then after that, total carnage. Nothing they can do.
Go! Häkkinen leads away again. Irvine again comes up the left. Damon Hill has made an excellent start and leads. Damon Hill gets ahead of everybody at La Source. Schumacher going round the outside.
And Häkkinen is
spinning Häkkinen. Schumacher hit Häkkinen. And Herbert has hit Häkkinen. Now, I can't believe they're not going to have to stop the race again.
There's no spare car for Häkkinen. He'll have to take, even if they do stop it, he'll have to take, he's saying he's okay, but he'll have to take Coulthard's car back in that respect. But at the moment, no sign of the red flags as Michael Schumacher comes up the inside of Eddie Irvine.
And takes second place. So now the battle is on between Damon Hill and Michael Schumacher. And down goes Coulthard. Coulthard is off, and one of the Benettons. This is terrible for the McLaren team. David Coulthard has kept the engine running, and Schumacher is up with Damon Hill. The Ferraris are second and third, and Damon leads a race for the first time since Hungary last year in the Arrows.
I think Michael will be thinking, I'm not going to take a wild move to get past this man. I've got a long afternoon ahead of me. I'll take him as and when I can. But here's a good chance. He got a much better run out of Blanchimont, up the inside into the bus stop. He has track position, squeezes Damon over a little bit. Michael Schumacher, a textbook overtaking opportunity as he came out of that 6th gear Blanchimont corner, much better.
Watch Damon Hill, he tries to protect his position, but Michael Schumacher, you just got to give him the smell of an oily rag and when there's a chance of getting through, and he'll be there. You see, he has forced Damon Hill wide. Michael Schumacher is able to take the right line into the bus stop. Michael Schumacher leads in Belgium. Damon Hill's not fighting for first now, he's going to be fighting for second, and off goes Schumacher!
No, it's Irvine, it's Irvine.
Apologies, trying too hard and is just missed by Heinz-Harald Frentzen. Off goes the nose wing of the Ferrari.
Yes, Irvine's had that problem on the way into Lecombe and ended up running over his own nose as he went over the bumpy bit of grass. I think he outbraked himself at the end of the straight and just went straight across the grass. Coulthard struggling around his McLaren, just not happy at all in these conditions for whatever reason. And we've seen the Ferrari team boss walking down the pit lane.
And let us not forget that David Coulthard in these appalling conditions. Oh God! Michael Schumacher hits David Coulthard and is out of the Belgian Grand Prix. Maybe he should have been a bit more circumspect about trying to pass him, but he is out. And Mika Häkkinen, in the nicest possible way, will be delighted. The World Championship situation is now the same as it was when the Belgian Grand Prix started, and Damon Hill is in the lead.
Yes, I think they probably just radioed to David to say, let him through, he's behind you, let him through. David lifts off and Schumi doesn't realise and runs into the back of him. The two Jordans are first and second. Ralf Schumacher just 10 seconds. Look, David's pulled over to one side, lifted off, and Michael clearly couldn't see.
Well, what an incredible development. Now, what is he up to? He's storming down the pit lane, presumably to go. Look at him! He's saying, "I'm going to the stewards." James, can you enlighten? He's going to Coulthard. He's going to have it out with David Coulthard. This is a bit like Nigel Mansell and Ayrton Senna at that Belgian Grand Prix when Nigel got him by the throat. James, what's the news?
Unbelievable altercation, as you say. Jean touched there. He's dragged his driver away. Michael is absolutely furious.
Oh, Fisichella!
That's a big accident from Fisichella. I think that's coming out of the bus stop. He obviously lost it and hit the end of the barrier. That's a very nasty accident. That'll bring out the safety car.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll bring out the... there's poor visibility there. I think he's hit the end of the pit wall. And this is the same thing that happened to Schumacher and Coulthard. Oh, that is a nasty accident. And now remember, Wirtz was like this in Monaco in a Benetton. Nothing he can do, no way. That's a horrible accident.
Yeah,
he brings his head over and, that just looks like a torpedo, doesn't it?
Get ready in Britain and Ireland, all round the world, to stand up and cheer as Damon Hill comes home within sight of victory at the Belgian Grand Prix. His 22nd victory into the bus stop. He is yards away from the finish, followed by his teammate Ralf Schumacher. And Damon Hill wins in Belgium. Fantastic! Schumacher second, a Lacey third. Wow, what an unbelievable race. And Eddie Jordan at last after all his efforts. And Damon is delighted, and so will Britain be after a quite incredible, truly magnificent Belgian Grand Prix, which saw Damon Hill back at the top.